Picture this, a super cool city popping up in the Egyptian desert. Shiny skyscrapers reaching for the sky, their shadows stretching across perfect beaches. That's the big dream for Ras Al Hekma, a city being built right now on Egypt's Mediterranean coast. This huge project wants to turn a quiet beach into a busy center for tourists, tech, and businesses from around the world. But there's a tricky part to this plan. Egypt agreed to sell Ras Al Hekma to the United Arab Emirates for a whopping $35 billion. This huge deal has everyone talking, wondering about things like who's in charge, if Egypt really needs the money that badly, and what will happen to Egypt in the future. Some people think this deal is great for Egypt's struggling economy. They see Ras Al Hekma becoming a super successful place, bringing in money from other countries and creating lots of jobs. But other people don't trust the deal. They think it's a risky move that could make Egypt depend too much on a powerful neighbor. As the sun sets over the Mediterranean, casting long shadows over the construction site, the future of this ambitious city is uncertain. What happens next will be a big deal, not just for Egypt, but for the whole area. Back in February 2024, everyone was watching as Egypt and the United Arab Emirates made a huge deal. For a massive $35 billion, Egypt agreed to give ownership of the brand new city of Ras Al Hekma to the UAE. This deal isn't just for the buildings and roads, it's for a ton of land around the city too. This agreement gives the UAE a lot of power over how the city grows and how it's run. The UAE government will get to make its own rules inside Ras Al Hekma, almost like a mini country inside Egypt. This has a lot of people worried about Egypt being in control and whether the UAE will have too much power over them. $35 billion is a huge amount of money. It's a big chunk of Egypt's entire economy and shows how much Egypt needs money right now. While some Egyptian officials are celebrating the deal as a game changer, others think it shows how desperate Egypt is and that it could cause problems down the road. This agreement has started a big argument both inside and outside of Egypt. Some people focus on the money coming in and the chance for the economy to grow. Others worry that Egypt is selling its future for a quick solution and risking its independence. To understand why this deal is so controversial, you need to know how much Egypt is struggling financially. Years of political trouble, plus the world's economy slowing down, have put Egypt in a tough spot. Prices have gone way up, making it hard for regular people to afford things. Lots of people can't find jobs, especially young people. Then, the COVID-19 pandemic made things even worse, hurting Egypt's important tourism business and putting a strain on its hospitals. The government's big construction projects, while meant to help the economy, have also made Egypt owe a lot of money. With all these money problems, the Egyptian government has had to make some tough decisions. The International Monetary Fund has loaned Egypt billions of dollars, but with strict rules, including cuts that have made life even harder for Egyptians. So, when the UAE offered $35 billion, it probably seemed like a lifesaver. This huge amount of money gives Egypt's economy a boost and could help fix its money problems. But what will happen in the long run? Nobody knows for sure. Selling Ras Al Hekma has started a big argument in Egypt, showing how divided people are. Some people think the deal is necessary, even though it's a tough choice, to help Egypt's economy survive. They believe the money from the UAE will create jobs, bring in more tourists, and make life better for regular Egyptians. But other people are angry and suspicious. They think it's a betrayal of Egypt, a desperate move that could make the country depend on a rich and powerful neighbor. These critics say the government is selling a piece of Egypt's future for a quick fix, risking the country's independence in the long run. The argument about Ras Al Hekma goes to the heart of what it means to be Egyptian. It makes people ask big questions about national identity, control over their own economy, and the government's job to take care of its people. People are split on this issue, with protests happening all over the country. The government is trying to calm things down, talking about the good things the deal will bring and downplaying the worries about losing control. But the controversy around Ras Al Hekma isn't going away anytime soon. Selling a city, even one that's still being built, is a sensitive issue that touches on national pride and identity.